If you're a solo entrepreneur, you know what the grind feels like. You're building something amazing, right? But it's so easy to feel like you're just on a treadmill, heading straight for burnout. So today, we're going to break down a blueprint for building a business that not only succeeds, but, and this is the important part, also sustains you for the long haul. Okay, so let's just dive right in and put a name to a struggle that is probably way too familiar for anyone running their own show. It's this unique kind of pressure that can honestly make or break your whole business. Just take a second and really think about this question. Does this sound like you? Because for most people flying solo, the answer is a huge yes. You're the one with the big vision, you're the one doing the actual work, and you're the one who has to bring all the energy. And while that's super empowering, let's be real, it's also completely draining. And that right there leads us straight to this major point. When you are the entire engine of the business, any little dip in your energy or your focus, it creates inconsistency. And this isn't about you lacking skill or passion. Not at all. It's just the built-in challenge of being a team of one. This is the real problem that we need to solve. So how do we fix it? Well, it's not about hustling harder or finding some quick fix. The answer is a structured plan. So let's get into the solution, a blueprint that's designed from the ground up for long-term stability and, so crucially, your own personal sustainability. So what exactly is this blueprint? It's called a Sustainable Leadership Development Plan. Now, I know that sounds a little formal, but think of it less like a rigid to-do list and more like a framework for building your skills. You see the key words here, right? We're talking about stability, a clear offer, reliable delivery. It's all about creating a business that keeps running smoothly, even on the days you need to pull back a bit. And this whole framework is built on these 5 pillars. We're going to walk through every single one, but you can already see how they fit together like a puzzle. You create something valuable, you learn how to sell it, you build systems to make it repeatable, you protect your own energy so you don't burn out, and then you prove your results to the world. All right, let's dig into the very first pillar. This one is the foundation for everything else. It's all about the actual work you're putting out there and how to build real momentum through consistent, steady action. You know, this is so true. It's easy to get stuck in planning mode, right? Trying to make a project absolutely perfect before it ever sees the light of day. But real momentum, the kind that actually builds your reputation and gets you clients, that comes from delivering. It's about shipping the work again and again. So, building on that idea of consistently delivering value, what's next? Well, that brings us to pillars 2 and 3. Think of these as the commercial and operational engines of your business. This is where you turn all that great work into a reliable, functioning company. Pillar 2 is all about your ability to confidently and really importantly, ethically sell what you do. This isn't about being some slick salesperson. It's about how you price your work, how you handle those sales conversations, and how you build genuine, honest-to-goodness trust with people who might become your clients. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. You can be the absolute best at what you do, but if you can't clearly communicate its value in a way that feels good and right, your business is just going to stall out. It's all about making that connection between your incredible work and the people who really need it. Now for pillar number 3. This is where you start to make your life easier. It's all about creating structures so you aren't just running on pure willpower every single day. We're talking checklists, templates, repeatable processes, anything that makes your work more efficient and way more predictable. And hey, does this look familiar? It should. We're coming full circle, and there's a reason for that. It's because systems are the single most powerful weapon against inconsistency. They're like guardrails that keep your business on track, ensuring quality, especially on those days when your personal motivation is running a little low. All right, let's move on to the final 2 pillars. And honestly, these are often the ones people overlook, but they are absolutely essential if you want to be in this for the long game. This is all about protecting your most valuable asset, which is you, and then proving the value you create. So, pillar 4 is basically the don't burn out pillar. It's about making sure your business serves your life, not the other way around. It's about setting clear boundaries, not just with clients, but with yourself. This pillar recognizes that rest and recovery, they aren't luxuries. Nope. They are strategic necessities for success. I mean, just look at this direct comparison. It couldn't be more clear. The very things that overwork completely destroys, your creativity, your good judgment, your ability to perform over the long term, are the exact same things that proper recovery builds back up. This isn't about being lazy, it's about being smart and effective. And finally, we've got our fifth pillar, proof building. This is the active, intentional process of collecting and showing off the evidence of your great work. It's about turning every successful project into a little asset that goes out and works for you. I love how this is phrased. Trust is your currency. Because for a solo business, it absolutely is. Things like case studies and testimonials, they aren't just nice little pats on the back. They are how you build that critical trust with new people and turn all your hard work into undeniable credibility in the market. Okay, so we've got these 5 powerful pillars. We've got this whole blueprint. But a blueprint isn't really useful until you start building with it, right? So how does this all translate from a cool idea into something you actually do day in and day out? And this right here is the secret. This whole plan isn't about some massive, scary overhaul of your business. It's all about weaving small, consistent actions into your week, every week, that are designed to build real, tangible assets for your business over time. And here's what you're actually building, brick by brick. Your weekly actions are going to create compelling content. They'll help you refine your offers, you'll build stronger relationships, and you'll create robust delivery systems that make everything run smoother. Each week, you're just laying another brick in the foundation of a much stronger business. So, to wrap this all up, let's end with this one final, really important question. Looking at this framework, looking at these assets, content, offers, relationships, or systems, what's the one thing you'll start building this week? Just picking one is the very first step to turning this blueprint into your reality.